Despite a strong job market and wages going up across the United States, the country's poverty rate last year has seen the largest ever jump in a single year.
It's a very large jump, and it absolutely means that Americans are being impacted by some of the economic changes that we've been experiencing, but also just reductions in the amount of sort of safety net supports that Americans have access to now, especially families with children.
The latest figures from the U.S. Census Bureau show the poverty rate rose to 12.4% in 2022 from 7.8% in 2021, while poverty among children more than doubled to 12.4% from a record low of 5.2% the year before. The increases follow 2 years of historic gains that were made in poverty reduction, largely due to the COVID-19 pandemic era government assistance programs like payouts and the child tax credit.
The federal government intervened, directed benefits toward families or toward all taxpayers, but to families with children in particular. And that directly reduced poverty rates. Once they took those benefits away, that sort of support, then poverty bounced right back to where it was.
As the federal public health emergency over COVID-19 came to an end, so did the government assistance programs to pay for rent, healthcare, and food.
What they're up against is having to make a decision between paying rent or buying food, or taking medicine advised by their doctor, or putting food on their table. And so I think, we're going to continue to see that for a little bit, because even though folks are back to work, wages are still lagging a little bit, maybe hours aren't consistent, it's still going to continue to be a challenge.
As the income gap continues to widen, experts point at the lessons learned during the COVID-19 pandemic to address the growing crisis.
The one thing that was revealed, and this is maybe a silver lining, is that when we expanded the child tax credit, child poverty went way, way down, dramatically dropped. And then as soon as the child tax credit expansion expired, it went right back up again. So this shows us that we do have the tools to reduce child poverty. It can be done, and it can be done relatively quickly.
Professor Hibble says ending poverty is a choice, but whether it's a choice the world's wealthiest country is ready to make remains to be seen. Ediz Tiyansan, CGTN, Los Angeles.